So we are Group 6 and we will tackle about the three highly progressive and three slowly progressive area or places in Australia.
The geography of Australia encompasses a wide variety of biogeographic regions, being the world's smallest continent while comprising the territory of the sixth largest country in the world. The population of Australia is concentrated along the eastern and southeastern coast. The geography of the continent is extremely diverse, ranging from snow-capped mountains, the Australian Alps, and Tasmania to large desert, tropical and temperate forests, grassland, heathland, and woodlands.
So good evening, guys. I'm going to discuss today one of the highly progressive cities in Australia. So Shepparton is a city located on the floodplain of the Goulburn River in northern Victoria, Australia. It began as a ship station and river crossing in the mid-19th century before undergoing a major transformation as a railway town. Today, it is an agricultural and manufacturing center and the center of the Goulburn Valley Irrigation System, one of the largest centers of irrigation in Australia. It is also a major regional service city and the seat of local government and civic administration for the city of Greater Shepparton, which includes the surrounding towns of Tatura, Marrigum, Monrona, Mocherness, Dookie, Toowoomba, and Grahamvale. So, the name of Shepparton is derived from the surname of the town's first European settler, Shelburne Shepherd, and not, as is sometimes imagined, from Shepparton, England. So, Shepparton's main industries are agriculture and associated manufacturing. Australia's largest processor of canned fruits, SBC Ardmona, has a production facility in Shepparton. Seasonal fruits such as peaches, pears, and apricots are preserved into a variety of packaging. The manufacturing industry has evolved to cater for the needs of local primary producers. Other manufacturers in the city includes Campbell Soups Company, Rubicon Water, and Pentel. So, Shepparton is a major regional, commercial, and shopping center and service economy for the Greater Shepparton area. Major retailers in Shepparton include Target, Kmart, Harris Scarf, formerly Fairless Department Store, Bunnings Warehouse, Rebel, and the Reject Shop and Demis. So, Shepparton is a major center for infrastructure and civic services. The majority of the region's emergency response facilities are located there. The administrative headquarters for the Country Fire Authority or CFA District 22 and one of only two independent rescue agencies in Victoria are located in Shepparton. The search and rescue squad originally started out as a dive and recovery unit, recovering lost property and persons from the rivers, lakes, and waterways in the region.
So welcome to Melbourne. Melbourne is one of the most highly progressive places in Australia, as it is known as the world's most livable city. As the capital of Victoria and the second largest city in the country, Melbourne is a booming metropolis that showcases the best Australian arts, culture, cuisine, and landscapes. It's a vibrant mix of hidden city laneways, beautiful beaches, and immense street art. Melbourne is also known as the best Australian city for international students to study in. Studying in Melbourne is definitely a winning choice for those who want to enrich their education and have more opportunities in the professional landscape. Melbourne has some of the best schools and universities in the world. And also, working in Melbourne provides a huge amount of opportunities for international students. Whether you're looking to find a casual work whilst undertaking your studies, or even looking for a career path leading to a more permanent stay. Life in Melbourne is something that many people could only dream of. The streets are lined with awesome, colorful artworks that showcases incredible architecture and lush greenery. You will never be bored with the number of things to do in this whimsical city, with a mix of beaches, parks, nightlife, festivals, comedy, and cuisine. The list of things to explore never ends. As Australia's cultural capital, Melbourne is an exceptional place for anyone to live. Aside from there is tons of stuff to keep you entertained on a day-to-day basis, Melbourne is also a remarkably safe city. Like all of Australia, the locals are laid back by nature and respect to everyone, exclusive of men and women. In Melbourne, it is rare to hear of anyone being bothered, regardless of time of day or night and location. It's always best to err on the side of caution, but generally, there is very little to worry about Melbourne. Melbourne was the world's most livable city after all.
Hi guys, my name is Chad Cyrus Dicon Tapay. My highly progressive in Australia is Canberra. So, Canberra is a considered high progressive city because it reflects many of the values and policies that have made Australia a high progressive country. Firstly, Canberra has a stable and democratic government with regular election and a commitment to the rule of law. The city has a strong tradition of public participation in decision making, with a range of mechanisms for engaging citizens in the democratic process. Secondly, Canberra is a prosperous and livable city with a high standard of living for its residents. The city has a strong economy that is based on a diverse range of industries, including government, education, and tourism. Canberra is also known for its high-quality public services, including healthcare, education, and transportation. Thirdly, Canberra is committed to sustainability and protecting the environment. The city has a range of policies and programs to reduce its carbon footprints, promotes renewable energy, and protect its natural resources. Finally, Canberra is a diverse and exclusive city with a vibrant cultural scenes and strong sense of community. The city celebrates and respects different cultures and traditions and promotes social inclusive and harmony. These factors, among others, have contributed to Canberra's reputation as a high progressive city. That's all. Thank you.
My name is Japit Pintor and my low progressive country in Australia is Tasmania. So, Tasmania is low progressive country. Tasmania is an Australian state that has a mixed political history. It has been governed by both conservative and progressive parties, and the political environment is often influenced by the state's unique economic and social factors. In recent years, Tasmania has been significant progress in areas such as environmental protection, LGBTQ+ rights, and social justice. The state that has legalized same-sex marriage, decriminalized abortion, and introduced legislation to protect transgender and gender diverse individuals from discrimination. Tasmania has also taken steps to address the historical injustices faced by its indigenous population, including formal apologies and land restoration initiatives. However, Tasmania is also known for its conservative and traditional values, which can sometimes impede progressive reforms. The state's economy is heavily reliant in industries such as mining and forestry, which can be resistant to change. Additionally, Tasmania is a relatively small population, which can make it challenging for progressive movements to gain momentum. Overall, while Tasmania may have a reputation for being a conservative state, it has also made significant progress in areas such as social justice and environmental protection. The state's political landscape is complex and often influenced by a range of economic, social, and cultural factors. Tasmania is the worst performing state, with incomes 26% below the national income and wealth average, as well as South Australia, which is 19% below the average household income and 20% below the national net wealth. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Godwin Joseph S. Comendador, and my slowly progressive area in Australia is Hobart. The township of Hobart is more than 200 years old, and the installation of stormwater infrastructure is relatively recent, so some parts of the city have limited or no infrastructure. This can lead to properties and roads being subject to inundation, flooding, or water-related nuisances. Many properties discharge stormwater from roofs onto the ground or into sewer pipes. This may cause problems for neighboring properties and the sewer network. Stormwater in the sewer network may cause sewer overflows onto roads and private properties during heavy rainfall. Where properties discharge onto the ground, downhill properties can be flooded. Hobart's growth has been slow due to its geographic isolation, and the city has experienced extreme economic boom and bust periods throughout its history. The city grew from being a defensive outpost and penal colony to become a world center of whaling and shipbuilding, only to suffer a major economic and population decline in the late 19th century.
Hi guys, I'm Sherlance Fernandez. My slow progressive in Australia is all about Mongolala. Mongolala is a rural town and locality in the Maranua region, Queensland, Australia. In the 2016 census, the locality of Mongolala had a population of 136 people. There are several factors that could contribute to a region being considered low progressive. One possible reason could be a lack of economic opportunities, which could result in high levels of poverty and unemployment. This could be due to a variety of factors, such as limited access to resources, lack of infrastructure, low levels of education or skills, or declining industry or sector that was previously dominant in the region. Additionally, low progressive regions may also lack access to basic services such as healthcare, education, and transportation. This can create barriers to economic development and social mobility. Furthermore, a lack of investment in infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and public transportation can also contribute to low progressiveness. Poor infrastructure can limit economic opportunities and make it difficult for businesses to thrive, as well as limit access to essential services. It is important to note that every region is unique and may face different challenges that impact its economic development. That's all. Thank you.